Uptown Girl, redone by Westlife, the Irish boy. Shapur, Kotwal, Deputy Editor, AutoCar India Magazine, Editor, What Car Magazine is here. It's the best of 2019 in cars, the last leg of conversation.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
So, man, we're in the August releases. By that, I don't mean in Shakespearean style August releases, but the Wrangler. Jeep threw out the Wrangler, Maruti Suzuki XL6, the Kia Seltos, which won Car of the Year at the AutoCar Awards.
Absolutely.
The Hyundai Grand i10 Neos, the BMW 3 Series, and the Renault Triber. So, we've talked about the Seltos. Pick something else from that list, please.
Yeah, I think maybe the Triber because of the sort of incredible job they've done for the second time after the Quid. They've got a mold-breaking SUV. They've got a car for which there's no competition before this, and it's an exciting car. I mean, getting a car that nobody wants is fine, but a 7-seater at the price of a hatchback, and that's the reason it's quite a success in India. And that packaging, the way they've done it, the way they've put the seats together, you can sit a 6-footer in the third row. It really is pretty incredible the way they've done it. There's a big step up in quality over the cars like they have, like the Quid and even the Duster. And for that reason, I think it's an outstanding product.
Sweet. September, October, and December, because in November there weren't any releases. We're talking the Tata Tigor EV, the Audi A6, Maruti Suzuki Espresso, and the Porsche Cayenne Coupe. What's your pick on that?
I think easily the Audi A6, because here's a brand which is on the comeback after a lot of difficulties, both for their emission issues and related to the Indian market, how their dealers were treating customers and stuff. Now they're making a comeback, and of course the cars have always been fabulous, but this new generation of cars which they're going to deliver to India is going to be something extra special. We have the A8 coming up and the Q8, and this A6 is also a big step ahead. If you look at the cabin, it really does look like it's a digital cockpit. There are like 3 screens around you. You're sitting in a sort of new environment, and they've tuned the car again for Indian customers. They've taken out stuff which is really expensive and which people in India don't really find useful, and they've put in stuff that we really like. So very appealing car in its own right, the A6, and a lot more to come from Audi in the coming year.
Narain Karthikeyan breaks the India record for a fastest lap around the Budh International Circuit. He was such an unassuming guy. I was hanging with him 3 nights ago, and
Absolutely.
Guess what we were talking about? He's moved to Japan, right? Because he's racing in Japan.
Yeah,
and we're talking about how, as Tambrams, a veg sushi is like, having rice with your favorite vegetable.
Correct.
And of course, you miss the sambar or the rasam on top.
Correct.
But that's the conversation we're
But
having.
he is also he's really a foodie.
Yeah, he
and
is.
Here he is. Some years back, another car manufacturer got a driver specially from Europe or wherever. Yeah. They put them in a special car and they did a lap around the Budh circuit, the one where the Formula 1 is held, and just to sort of establish a record. And of course they thought, great, this is not going to be broken for years. And before this, Narain went there with his own car
and broke that record
with the standard tires that were on his car, and he broke that record.
Wow.
And then the company was so interested, they got so happy that they said, no, we'll give you another one, break it again. And that's what he's done, again the second time with this car.
Super.
So really, he's a phenomenal driver, and he's driven 2 Formula 1 races around Budh. So I mean, he's got a whole treasure trove of data on that circuit sitting in his head. And now that he's moved, to saloon car, not saloon cars, but sports car racing. He was always driving single seaters till now, but he's moved to a series in Japan, like you were saying, where he drives the NSX, the Honda NSX. So his understanding of the masses involved and the weight involved in a sports car so much better. I think he's going to do it again.
Many congratulations before we say bye-bye. AutoCar
you.
India, the magazine, finishes 20 years.
20 years.
God bless you guys. The unbiased opinions you give.
Absolutely.
And the service you provide.
That's what we always say. We have only one thing to sell or give. It's our honesty, our honest opinion. And it's to inform you best so that when you get into the car, you have the least surprises. It's to, tell people who love cars that what are the great things coming up, what they can do, what they can enjoy, how they can enjoy motoring the best. And I think that's been our sort of journey, and we've loved every minute of it.
Cheers, bro. See you soon. Yeah?
See you.
Up ahead, Karthikeyan on Radio 1's Fit in 40s. See you in a bit.